Give to the poor. That's right, my dear friend. As Christians, we should give to the poor. If you look at the worldly people, they will give to their family friends, and they may give to their family members. And definitely, if somebody asks for money, especially if they are rich, they will trust them because that rich person will pay them back surely. But if a poor person asks, especially if he asks for a basic need, for example, food or clothing, basic clothing or shelter, um, people will hesitate to give because they know that this poor person, he will never give the money back. And if they give back, they may not give them the expected interest. My dear friend, we should not be like that. As Christians, we should be like Jesus. If you look at the Bible, we see in Proverbs 19:17 it is written, let me read it for you. It says, whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord. First thing is, when you give to poor, you are actually not giving to the poor, you are lending to the Lord. And second thing is, and he will reward them for what they have done. That's right. Whatever you do to the rich person is not considered in the sight of God, but whatever you give to the poor is considered in the sight of God, and he will reward you back. What a great thing. Second thing, you may ask me, well, brother, I could give money to the poor, but how about charging interest? The Bible says we should not charge interest. In fact, if you read Exodus 22:35, it says, if you lend money to one of my people among you who is needy, do not treat it like a business deal. Charge no interest. That's right, my dear friend. Because they are suffering in their for their basic need, we should not take advantage of their suffering. God is looking for his people to love others. In fact, when Jesus lived in this earth, one of the teachers of the law asked Jesus, of all the commandments, which is the greatest? Jesus said, hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one. That's right. Jesus is one. And we should love him. We should love him with all our heart, with all our mind, with all our strength, and with all our soul. That's right. This is the first commandment Jesus said. And according, equivalent to this commandment is love your neighbor as yourself. These two are the greatest commandments, Jesus said to the teacher of the law. My dear friend, Jesus is also saying the same thing to us today. If we love the poor people, especially a fellow Christian who is suffering for their basic need, if we love them, we will never charge them interest and we will definitely give to them. If you do that, God will bless you. May God do great and mighty things to you today. Amen.